Hello, 251 people in this PTQ finals. Sealed Amonkhet, this is the first of its kind. Hopefully we open a good pool. It looks like it's going to be, take a look here, 9 rounds or so. 250, yeah, it should be 9 rounds. No sweet mythic rares, but, well, let's take a look at our pool here. We've got like a full art land there, cool. 2 harvest seasons, alright, looks like we can get some crops. Alright, so not much exciting in the rares. We have some multicolor cards that are pretty good. A bunch of Zenith Seekers for no reason. Trial. Our green is deep, at least. Gravedigger's always good. And we have a couple powerful red cards. Neheb the Worthy. It's worth keeping in mind. 2 Ancient Crabs, so pretty powerful. And 2 Evolving Wilds. Let's take a look at our colors. So mana fixing is probably decent. Catcher's Monument. These monuments, generally you want to play them in the color, and they're unplayable outside the color, but this one and maybe the green one are the 2 exceptions to that rule. These lands are pretty bad. I guess the Cradle's okay if your mana's good, and ours should be good. Alright, color time. 0 white. Just some decent cards, but not enough of anything, so I think we can throw that out. Could be a splash, but we're not really splashing for removal or anything really good. Decision paralysis. Cartouches are always nice, especially with any trials we might have. Got to keep those in mind. Zenith Seekers can't be good. I guess if you're green and you're sending some big guy into the skies. Seekers, Crabs. Yeah, the good cards here are like Angler Drake, Initiate, and the Cartouches. And in Sealed I like a Trial well enough, and Ancient Crabs hold down the ground. The Drake is good too. There's potential here, but hopefully we can do better. Alright, we know black has some good stuff. Lay Bare the Heart. I'd always play this. It gets rid of bombs. It's pretty easy to cast, and you hardly ever miss. Even in the late game. I guess if you're actually hellbent, it doesn't do anything, but there's a lot of instance people try to hold back. Dune Beetles, no good. Trespasser's Curse, not playable. If you could always get this down on turn 2, it would still be like pretty good, but not amazing. And you certainly don't always get it down before they cast the majority of their creatures. What is this? This is stupid. We've got 2 good cards. Some decent cards. Doom Dissenter has impressed me. It just bogs up the board. There are a lot of cards that are just better against some decks than other decks. And that's one of them. Alright, red. Does red have anything? What the heck? Yes, it has On-Crop Crasher. A million tormenting voices with nothing to really care about it. We don't have all these discard synergies, or in blue, we don't have spells matter synergies. So that's not going to be a real thing. The Brawler's great. The Insiders are terrible. You might play one if you're mono red or something. Hyena Packs are playable. This is bad. This pool is bad. Like, I wish... Okay, green has to bail us out big time. We're just mono green here. What do I wish? I wish Harvest Season was good in some weird strategy, but it's just not. I mean, how many cards do we have that can tap? I guess we can attack with our cultivators. Just get all our lands into play. And then great, we won't have lands in our deck, so we'll be able to cast our Ornery Kudus by drawing them every turn. Turn 8. Terrible. Shed Weakness is good. Alright, our green has some stuff. Copish. Our green has some real stuff. I think we go green-blue, actually. Just my first impressions here. We're going to play Trial. It'll be our little cartouche deck. I hate when it does that. I put these cards somewhere and they just don't go there. We have some good 2-drops here. Or we have 2-drops. That's about as much as we can ask. Not going to play these Harvest Seasons. What does this look like? That's a lot of playables. Couple good places to put Kudu counters. Giant Spider, kind of a sideboard card. It's playable. Alright. Bunch of combat tricks. That's as close to removal as we're going to get. I guess the Skirmisher is okay place to put a -1/-1 counter, because it comes back. Well, we have 2 trials, 2 cartouches. Am I missing anything? Was there a better splash in another color? I guess out of green we could splash white. There's so little there. 1 cartouche. Cartouche this. Can we just be all removal spells? The other cool part about white, I mean, we only have 1 Gustwalker. It has kind of the Exert synergy, and we have a couple of ways to untap creatures. Blue doesn't have Exert. Look at these guys. These guys aren't going to exert themselves, Ancient Crabs. That'll be the day. Alright, so no removal. We have, like, Never Return and double black, but that's not going to be it. So we just have to tempo our opponents out. 3 cartouches, 2 Shed Weaknesses for our Kudus. "13 creatures. Can we play any more creatures? Probably should. Ancient Crabs are good. I do like Ancient Crabs, I just don't like them here. What is a Zenith Seeker? My goodness. Maybe we could play a Zenith Seeker. Well, I mean, we have a Serper Pod. Goodness. We only have 11 creatures, so Oketra's Monument gets worse. I could see Giant Spider. The Trial of Knowledge helps make up for our lack of creatures. Maybe we shed a Spidery Grasp because it's not super aggressive and we don't have many things that work with it. And Hone Copish, I like this card in general. It is the kind of thing that takes up the place of an aura. So if you're playing 3 cartouches, you might not need that Honed Copish. You probably should just put in a creature. So also, yeah, splashing wouldn't be too hard in this deck. What would we splash? We could splash white. Yeah, I think we need the power from our splash. Stinging Shot's always going to be good. I don't love Initiate's Companion. I think we can leave that out of here. Just got to get in this power, because we might get a couple of lucky games, but this is a big tournament with a high payout. 2 shed weaknesses. Now we're up to 14 creatures. We should play one more card, I think. 16 lands seems okay. Yeah, is there anything else we really want to splash out of white? Maybe the cartouche. And maybe these initiates are pretty good. But if our cards are good enough without those, then we don't really need to splash for much else. Yeah, Skirmisher's always fine, I think. Kudu. The initiate gets better since we have the Wind Guide. Make all our tokens a bit stronger. I could see putting the Monument in. And then playing 1 shed weakness and just another creature of some kind, like the initiate. I think it's the best creature we have here. The mana's good for it. A weird deck here. We have 1 piece of removal, kind of 2. That might make Initiate's Companion better, because one of our only ways to win is just to, well, to kill our opponent. Yeah, that makes Oketra's Monument worse. And I think it makes these combat tricks better. Yeah, maybe we want a Zenith Seeker in this deck. We've got a lot of just stupid guys on the bottom, but... Oh no, that card's too bad. We don't have any cycling. We have, what, 1 cycler? 2 cyclers? Yeah, I don't know why they printed this card. It's too hard to make it work. Alright, let's put in the Companion. That's a pretty good combo with Cartouche of Knowledge. Cultivator doesn't do enough. I think we get away with just splashing these 2 guys. We get away with playing 1 plains, and that equals 4 white sources. Or whoops, yeah, 4. Do we play Harvest Season? This can't be good. It just can't be. I guess to make this card playable, you're looking for 2 lands off it. And if you get like 4 lands, that's really insane. If you can use it, which you probably can't. Anyway, let's see. Alright, here we go. 16, 8, 2. Start with something like this. Painted Bluffs is pretty bad, but it does give us a free... Oh shoot, where is it? Naga Vitalist. It does give us a free any color from Naga Vitalist. So the cut would be like cut an island and put in Painted Bluffs. Yeah, I think that's still not worth it. 3, 4. Yeah, we've got 4 white sources for 2 white cards. That's just fine. Stinging Shot. You'll see people move cards around to their cycling cost if you're more likely to play it there. Okay. Yeah, we've got tricks. This deck does not look exciting, but hey, you don't need an exciting deck to win. You just need a consistent, powerful deck. I don't know if it's powerful. It's probably consistent. What are we really leaving out? We're leaving out Blood Rage Brawler. We're leaving out On-Crop Crasher. Neheb the Worthy. Yeah, I just feel like the colors we have good cards in are not deep enough. Spider's a good sideboard card here. Yeah, the cartouche is interesting. Maybe we just go Bant. I'm going to submit this before it, we've got 4 minutes, so if we don't submit it and then there's some error or bug, it has happened, then you have to start from scratch building it. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I don't think we're going to splash those red cards, although they're fine. So red or black is out of it. Alright, what are we missing? Giant Spider, yeah, good sideboard card. The Grasp might be okay. Pouncing Cheetah. I found this card to be playable if you have Bantu's, or the Green Monument. I don't even remember what that god's name is. The Green Monument, where playing a creature becomes a combat trick, and if you have creatures with flash, that makes it better. I've had some success with that. Yeah, Ancient Crabs. Seekers of Insight. Activate this only if you cast a non-creature spell. Yeah, that's okay, but we're not playing that many lands, and 2 of our lands are fetch lands. So I think that's a good enough way for card advantage, and then Trial of Knowledge. Can't believe we're down to like a 16 land sealed format. Maybe it's wrong, but if we look at our curve, our potential curve here, oops, wrong thing there, then that seems decent. At worst case, like, we can just cycle these things away. So yeah, we've got Evasion, and we've got the Scaled Behemoth, which we can cartouche up to the air, and that's a pretty quick clock. The Kudus are going to be all-stars with these shed weaknesses. Alright, so definitely not your bomb-heavy deck that has any removal in it, but, maybe we can win some games. We'll see. Just worry about an opponent's bomb that we can't beat, and there's going to be a lot of those. So it's probably correct to be on the play. I hate saying all these things. It's probably correct to be on the play with this deck. Just try to get going a little bit quicker. Alright, cool. Submit that one last time. Take a more condensed screenshot here, which includes most of our sideboard. And that's it. I'll see you for some of the matches.